Hi everyone, so welcome back to another song. So we're going to get on to Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. Great tune, really happy, upbeat song. It's only three chords, A major, E major and D. So I'm going to just preview the PDF for this, and then I'm going to run through a few verses till we get the structure of it down in the next video. In fact, I might just do that in this video and do the whole lot now because it's all on one sheet. So what we've got is a different kind of rhythm. First of all, the chords, right? So you've got A major. Now, the thing about A major, sorry, we'll just share the screen here so you can see this. Forgot to share it. 2 seconds, apologies. Right, A major. Right, now there's the fingers for it. I'm just gonna talk about this one because I know some people play this differently. Now I have the A major on here like this, 1, 2, 3. People will also do it where first finger is where the second finger is, and then second finger and third finger. So they'll make it string 3, fret 2, first finger, string 4, fret 2, second finger, and string 2, fret 2, third finger. And use this here as an anchor finger to slide over, which is also a great way to practice it. Now I have it on here where you're doing a wee bit more moving about. If you'd rather do the other version, that's the version there. So first finger string 3, fret 2, second finger same fret, string 4, third finger string 2, fret 2, and still strum 5. So what I think I'll do is I'll play through it. I'll take screen share. Well, I want to show you the rhythm first, but after we've done that, I'll play through it the two different ways of playing this one. The D and the E don't change, it's just the A is slightly different. I know it's not on there, but I'm going to show you it here. Okay, so, right, the guitar down for 2 seconds. So let's talk a wee bit about the rhythm. So this is a bit of a different one. We're playing on the offbeat, which basically means you're playing on the and, right? So you can do it like this, right? You could play 1, 2, 3, 4. But to get it to sound more like the song, I would try and play on the and of everything. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that gives you more of a reggae feel. Now I'll show you what I mean in a minute how we're going to do this. So, but basically, a basic way of doing it is 1 down on each beat. But when you come to here, we're going down on the in between the beats, so you're using the actual gap between each beat to play the downs, which gives you a completely different feel. So it's made up of 3 chords. Sometimes you're on the chords 2 times, sometimes you're on the chords 1 time. You'll notice the way I've done this up, all you've got to do is follow the chart and it's all on there, right? So each time there, Rise Up This Morning is an A, Smile with the Rising Sun is E. So if we go through the chorus bit first, because it actually starts, some songs do this, to start with the chorus. We've got 2 A's, and then the D, and then an A, 2 A's again, a D, and an A. And of course, depending on which way you want to do it, I would suggest maybe at the start to practice this on the beat. So strum on the 1, 2, 3, 4 to get your timing right. And when you get really used to the chords, then think about, right, I'm going to go on the ands all the time. Right, so if we look a wee bit further down in the PDF, you can see there, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. And then your chorus is basically that intro bit all over again, all exactly the same, then it repeats. So it's built around chorus, verse and chorus, but the chorus comes first. Right, so I'm going to just stop share for a minute. What I would advise you to do if you're working on this, run it off now if you haven't printed off, or put it on the screen if you can on your computer or laptop or iPad or whatever, and while you're watching the video now in the course. But I'm going to run through the rhythm both ways with the different chord types. Okay, so I'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to run through the tune. I'm going to use the anchor finger way of doing it first. right, which is going to be the A chord like that. I'm going to slide over and slide back. So quick run through your A again. Finger 1, string 3, fret 2, second finger string 4, fret 2, third finger string 2, fret 2. Now there's also another chord just when we talk about it called A major 7, which is actually built around that shape, except it's down there. So if you ever come across a song that has A, nice chord change, but it's not relevant to this, but I just thought I'd mention that. You might see that in the future, probably be in another course down the line. So we've got back on again, so string 3, first finger, fret 2, second finger on the 4th string, third finger on the 2nd. And we're going to strum on the beat. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause every little thing, there's your D. Back to A. 1, 2, 3. Singing, don't worry about a thing. See, I'm tapping out the and, but I'm not hitting it. D, 2, and 3. Gonna be alright. Right, so that's the chorus. Then when you get into the verse, still the same way. Woke up this morning. We moved to E. At the rising sun. 3 little birds. D. Passed by my window. Back to A. Singing sweet songs. Melody pure and true. So that's basically the whole song, and you just repeat your other verses and choruses. So the other way of doing it is this way, with your A like that. Right, so string 4, fret 2, first finger, string 3, fret 2, second finger, string 2, fret 2, third finger. Right, put a bit of lyrics in, singing. Exactly the same leg, but harder to change. Alright. Sing, don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Woke up this morning. I'm gonna go to E. Smiled at the rising sun. On my doorstep, stay on the D. Singing sweet songs. Melody pure and true. This is my message to you. Right, so you see the idea of it. I suppose when you look at it, that's probably an easier way of doing it, but it's totally up to yourself. Nothing changes between the D and the E. It's the A chord is slightly different. Right. Now, thinking about on your sheet the other rhythm, we're going on the and, the offbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Just to demonstrate that, I'm going to put the metronome on here. But bring it up a wee bit in speed compared to the last song. Now I'm not expecting you to play at this speed, I'm just doing this as a demonstration. So I'm going to use the sort of the old A, I suppose, the old fashioned A, if we call it that. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, Right, so you see the idea, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, out of the thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Now that is gonna be a lot more tricky for you, I know it is, than the other way. You've got to get it going on the beat first. All your downs on the beat. Beat 1, 2, 3, 4, and then get used to going tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum. The tap is the beat 1 and you're strumming on the and, the gap in between. So it's tap, strum, tap, strum. I would definitely recommend you to either download a metronome app or buy a metronome. And you can ask me anything about that. There's free metronome apps on I'm Android, so it would be on the Play Store, but on the App Store as well. There's a great one there that people use, and it's quite easy to use. And they're all, if you get a free version, that's all you need for the purposes of these songs, because they're all in 4/4 time. You don't need to worry about, except for Perfect, it's coming up later, Ed Sheeran, of course, which is 6/8. But other than that, they're all in 4/4 time. So, just like I said in the previous video, it's tricky putting it all together. This is where it gets hard, and everybody struggles with the chord changes. Main things I would say about these chords: keep your fingers really low. Don't lift them off like that. Keep them down low and sort of drag them across if you can. Remember the arm? Don't my arms moving there. Out for A, in for D, stay in for E. In the case in this song, Three Little Birds, it's going into E. Melody pure. This. So this is my message, and then singing don't worry. Out on the A, about a thing. In for D. Gonna be alright. Then in E. Come in again. So the only out chord in this one is the A. The E is in and the D is tucked in even more. Now hopefully I wasn't playing that too fast for you. I'm not speed is something I need to mention here too for these songs. You're not going to get them up to speed right away. That's totally normal. Don't let that annoy you. Don't let it frustrate you. Get your chords ringing clean. Get used to counting and strumming on the beat. And if you need to check anything with me or ask any questions about that in the support group, feel free. I'm there to help. So I'll give you some tips on maybe chord changing and whatever issues you're having. Everybody's going to have their own wee issues with this. There's no one size fits all solution. It's just everybody's different size hands, different size fingers. So main thing I would say with these ones, there are a lot of songs with A, E and D. Things like Peggy Sue and Buddy Holly and all those stuff, maybe some Elvis stuff. So definitely keep your fingers low when you're moving and remember your arm. And of course when you're strumming the strings, 5 strings on the A, 6 strings on the E, and 4 strings on the D. Okay, so that's the Bob Marley one. We've still got a few songs to go yet, so I'll see you in the next video where we're going to start building things up a wee bit. And I'm looking forward to the next songs where we're getting into a bit more down strums and getting into a wee bit more quavers. And you will have seen quavers back in Eleanor Rigby way back in module 2, I think it was, the down up thing. So it's going to come in a wee bit more. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you. Keep practicing. Remember, take the song, take some time, the song itself, but take some time away from the song and just sit with your chord changes over and over. And do let me know how you're getting on. I will get back to you. I definitely will get back, and I'll make time to have a quick chat and see how you're going. I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye.